Hey guys, how y'all doing, and welcome back to the channel. My name is David and I repair RVs for a living, and today we're going to be working on this Dometic refrigerator. Let me bring you over here and I'll show you the inside of it. This thing is not working. As you can see here, it's a Dometic. Right now that eyebrowed board up there is not doing anything. Let's open up the fridge. It's dark in there. We've got nothing going on. So let's go outside and see if we can get this thing going. Let's cover off of here. Yeah, so right away, as soon as you look inside the panel, you can see we got these 12-volt wires are disconnected. Normally there's a terminal block right here that these guys go into. I know the positive goes up to here, so I'm not sure which one of these is supposed to be positive and which is negative. But maybe this goes here and this is a ground that goes here. We'll have to figure that out. Lots of stuff disconnected. Then I've got this other blue wire here. It's got this hole in it. It looks like it was plugged into something at some point. Probably going to have to bring up a PDF or something to figure out where this guy goes. I think the rest of this stuff looks pretty straightforward though. Got this 120 volt tester here. I'm just going to use this to check for voltage at the outlet. Let's plug this in, see if the outlet's working. There we go. It says that if these two lights are on, you're good to go. So we have 120 at the outlet. The outlet is good. We've got all the power we could possibly need. And you guys see the labels on there? It shows if those bottom two lights on the right are lit up, that means that the outlet is working. You can also use a voltmeter. There's more than one way to do this. All right, so I'm kind of starting with the AC side here. Right now what I've done is on the board here, we had a black wire and a white wire connected up to the AC line and then the AC neutral. So the white's the neutral and this is the hot. And what this is, these wires come directly, they are this cord. They come from the outlet right to here. What I want to do now is just see if this cord is good. My neutral's hooked up. I'm just going to probe into the black wire and see what we've got here. 118, 119. Yeah, so we've got, well, essentially, you know, it's 120. We've got our 120. So this cord is good. All right, let me unplug this and then I will reconnect these wires here. So this says AC line. That's the black. I'll put that back on there. This one says AC neutral. And that one goes on there. All right, moving on. All right, so I've pulled out both of the fuses. There was a 3 amp on the left right here and then a 5 amp on the right. I'm going to test this 3 amp first. That's good. Now the 5 is also good. Okay, both of my fuses are good. The fuses had these protective rubber covers over them. I removed them to check for continuity, so I'm going to put these covers back on. Just slipped right over it just like this. Come on. Came off a lot easier than it went on. Let's see. Get on there, girl. There we go, come on. There we go. Covers are back in place where they need to be. All right, so the next thing that I want to find out is, do I have 120 going to the heater? And so basically these wires, they go up here and then they come down to the board here. This one right here is the neutral on the left and the other one is the hot on the right. I've unplugged the refrigerator so that I can disconnect these guys without getting shocked. So let me get my needle nose pliers in here. Oops, that's not the right one. I want to take this off, the neutral. And my meter's hanging on these wires that I'm disconnecting. It's probably going to, I don't want it to drop. Okay, let me disconnect the hot. There we go. Got both of those disconnected. Okay, I'll move my meter to a slightly safer location. I hooked it up to this drip line over here. What I want to do now is I want to find out, well, that hose just started leaking even worse. I stepped on it. I'm definitely going to have to fix that today. Well, I'm getting tired of this thing making hissing noises at me. It's got this pinhole leak has gotten even bigger since I stepped on it. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of this real quick. Let me shut off the water. Well, that takes care of that little problem. Okay, I've disconnected these wires here. You just saw that. The neutral's on the left, the hot was on the right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my black probe on the neutral, and then I'm going to put the red probe on the wire that says heater. And I do not have 120 volts. It's looking like this board is bad. So even though I've already confirmed that we need a new control board because the 120 volt side is not working, I did splice some stuff back together. I've got some, remember I said there was supposed to be a terminal block there. I don't have one of those, so I put just some plug-in connectors on. And let's see, I have confirmed that, let me put some probes in here so you guys can see on camera. Nope, it's not turned on. It was turned on, it just shuts itself off after a minute. Okay, I've got 13.2 volts going here. I know for sure that this wire with the blue on it is the hot because I'm not seeing, a negative sign there telling me that I've hooked these up backwards. So we've got 13.23 volts coming in. Let's hook these wires up and see what happens. Let's see, I'm going to plug this ground in first. Now let's plug in the hot. Like I say, a terminal block, all that is a junction. It's the same thing. Let's see what happens here. Oh, we have ignition. I can hear the flame. Guys, we've got this thing going on 12 volts. The 120 volt side is dead. We do need a control board, but hey, at least I've got this guy a refrigerator for the day. I ordered the control board already. I think it's going to be here in the morning, and you know what I'll do is, I'm just going to change out that control board and I'm going to add it into this video. I'll have to do some cuts, but yeah, we'll get it all into one video. But yeah, we are lit. I haven't pulled up any diagrams yet, so I've still got this wire here. I don't know what this wire does, but we're going to figure that out. I'll look it up online when I get home, and when I come back with the new board, I will know where this goes. Shut off my meter. Thanks to the magic of Hollywood, I have my board already. And before I install this, though, I want to take, and I've got these heat shrink connectors in here just for weatherproofing. I'm going to take my heat gun and I'm going to shrink these guys down. And then I'm going to take my vacuum cleaner and I'm going to blow this mess out of here. If you don't want to see that, you can fast forward. But right after that, we're going to go ahead and throw this new board in. Now before we change that control board out, we do want to disconnect power from the RV. It's also a good idea to disconnect your battery, but as you can see, this guy does not have a battery. I requested a battery for this space, but it's not up to me. We'll see if he gets one. Oh yeah, and I did a check online and I found out what this is. I'll throw something up on screen. It says this is for testing purposes. I didn't use this in my test, but hey, you know, we're getting the job done. All right, I'm just going to start disconnecting the wires. If you've never done something like this before and you feel nervous, you could just do them one at a time, but I think I'm just going to disconnect everything, and because I have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing here. When you take these guys off, it's good to give them a bit of a wiggle. You know, don't just try and pull them straight off. Go, you know, up and down, and there you go. All right, that's all of them. Let's see, now I think we lift up on the left and then pull over. Let's see if I can do that. Yeah, that screw was holding me in there. Might save this. I might need this with the new one. Okay. I'm going to blow that out a little more. There is more dirt in there. I'll just do it off camera. Well, this plugs in different on this one, or does it? Oh no, there we go. Where's my AC? Got something missing here. There's these guys. Okay, is that all of it? Yeah, let's plug this thing in. I'm gonna go plug the power cord in. And this time it should not ignite on gas. It should run on 120 volt if this board is working. Let me go plug it in and we'll see what happens. Okay, now I'm gonna check these heater wires for amperage. It's gonna be a long time before this. Oh yeah, we've got 2.6 amps, 2.59 amps. So the heater is working. Well, all right, the only thing I've got left to do is to throw on this cover, but I think we're going to call this one a win, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.